Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the November Your Voice Counts. We do this 4 times a year to give updates on specific buildings and also district updates. We try to give time for people to ask questions if you come to the live version, but then we also want to give everyone this important information. I want to thank the three people that are speaking along with me today. I have Mrs. Erin Webb, Director of Student Services, Mr. Ryan Thompson, Director of Technology, and Mr. Doug Lowry, our middle school principal. The first update I'm going to give you is about COVID. As you know, yesterday we had our first confirmed case of a high school student that has tested positive. Most of the day yesterday, our team spent doing our contact tracing, communicating with the community and staff about all that is happening. Those students are now doing school virtually online so that we can make sure we keep everyone in the building protected and healthy. One of the things I wanted to give you as an update from that is a lot of people ask, well, how do we know if we should stay home or siblings should stay home? So this is something that I made up and we've been using in the district. Anyone that tests positive is in that red circle. It's in the middle. The people that are in yellow are direct or close contacts with those positive people. The yellow people are the people that we've actually called and asked them to stay home today. The next level out is the blue, and those people have been in direct contact with the yellow, but not necessarily the red. So in this situation, we have that high school student that tested positive. That child is the red, that's the circle. The students that we have quarantined, we believe are the yellow ring right outside of that. They have been in direct contact with that person that's in the red for 15 minutes or longer and less than 6 feet apart. So they are quarantined because of that. Now, siblings or other people are in the blue. They do not have to quarantine at this time because they have not been directly exposed to that person in red. If a person in yellow would come down with symptoms, then that is when it would change and those people in blue might need to be quarantined. That doesn't happen very often, but it could happen. As of right now in Champaign County, there have been 0 cases traced back to spreading at school. And so since this student that has tested positive wasn't even ever at school with symptoms, most likely we're not going to have any kind of problem like that, but that's how we look at it when making decisions. The next thing I want to talk to you a little bit about is strategic planning. I wanted to just update everyone that we are working on a strategic plan for the district, and we'll have that by the end of this year. Last year, you may remember that we did our portrait of a graduate. We decided that students that come in preschool and leave in 12th grade, during those 13 years, we wanted to develop specific traits in those kids. So the words that you helped us come up with, our students and our staff helped us come up with, are responsible, collaborative, problem solver, respectful, compassionate, and a self-manager. We're now taking those important words along with all the things that we know we instructionally do, athletically do, all the things we do on a regular basis, and trying to put it into one plan that helps us know exactly where we're going now and in the future. So we should have that later in the year. Athletic facility, I wanted to give you a quick update on that. The first thing is the track. As you know, I told you about 3 weeks ago that we needed 3 to 4 weeks of 50-degree weather or warmer, and that included ambient temperatures. We did not get that. So our track, the top layer of that track, will be the first thing put on in the spring. We'll be the first district that gets that track. That will be done in the spring. I will tell you that it's still open for walking right now. Anyone can walk on it because the first 2 layers of asphalt are there. It's just that top layer that we are needing. So you're more than welcome to come out at any point and walk. There are gates unlocked so you can do that. But also it's important to know our track team, if they start before the track is done, can still practice on there. We have all the pole vault stuff. We have all the pits. We have all the hurdles. We have everything here to be able to hold a normal track practice. We just don't have that top layer that will be needed to hold a meet. So that will be happening in the spring. Other things at the facility, we're just working on punch list items, little things here or there to kind of wrap up the project. You'll see grass seed is growing and looking really good because it'll be all green when we get back in the spring. We're also working on getting that football field to be perfect for next year. So there's a lot of little things happening now, but nothing as big as there used to be, which is a good thing. I also wanted to let you know our guidance counselors have been a great job in planning social emotional things, and each year we have a different focus. This year our focus is self-regulation. So you may hear about things happening in all 3 buildings about teaching kids how to self-regulate their feelings and know how to deal and cope with specific things that come in their lives and happen. We are working on those things, and you'll see that this week, elementary and middle school are doing a celebrating kindness spirit week. So that is happening as we speak, starting today. One last thing, if you go to our website, you will see our quarterly learning report is out. We do this also 4 times a year. It usually comes out about the same time as this. So there's lots of good information, lots more updates even in there than what we're telling you today. So make sure you go to our website and you can pull this up. It's a flip book on the front, so it's easy to find. If at the end of this you have any questions, concerns, or things that you just want to know, please feel free to call me or reach out to me through email. Everyone have a great day.
Good morning. I'm Erin Webb, the Director of Student Services for Triad. I would like to give you an update on the special ed and gifted departments. This year in special ed, we are proud to be serving students with both resource and inclusion support, and we continue to look at the needs of students to make changes as needed. We are using technology to support our students who are learning both in person and remotely. And we are also holding all of our meetings virtually so that parents and other stakeholders can still participate in those meetings, but limit the number of extra people in our buildings. For gifted, the open referral is right now until November 19th to refer a student for gifted services. This link can be found on our school website. We give a grade level identifying assessment to 2nd and 5th graders each year. The 2nd graders were supposed to take that in the spring last year and were unable to finish the assessment due to the shutdown. And so we gave that assessment to 3rd graders to make up for that testing, and that happened last month. Services for gifted will be happening in the general education classroom with teachers receiving professional development and training on enrichment for these students. If you have any other questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Ryan Thompson, Director of Technology here at Triad, and I had a few updates that I wanted to give you on the technology side of things. We recently applied for and were awarded the Broadband Connectivity Grant. This grant is allowing us to purchase 68 cellular Chromebooks that run on the Verizon wireless network. These Chromebooks will go out to any students that don't have internet access at home if we do get shut down again. We're hoping to receive these Chromebooks by mid-December. That's not a guarantee with all of these school districts ordering Chromebooks at the same time, but we are hopeful that we will receive them mid-December. We are one-to-one at the elementary this school year. We purchased enough Chromebooks over the summer, so we have 1 device per student at the elementary. So if we do get shut down, every student will receive a Chromebook to take home. Remote learning tools, we recently purchased a license for Kami and Google Enterprise for Education. Kami has been a program that teachers have been using, or at least the trial version of it, for the past few months, and we had enough usage that we decided to go ahead and purchase the license. Kami allows online document editing and student collaboration, as well as grading and a few other things, which is very nice. Google Enterprise for Education. We were all kind of wondering when Google would start charging for some of their products that they were providing to school districts. Well, now's the time. Google over the past few months have been releasing more and more updates that are only for their paid customers. So we are now one of their paid customers, and that now allows us to do teacher recordings in Google Meet. So a teacher can record their class assignment and then post it in Google Classroom, and the students can view it at a later time. It added polling, Q&A, and breakout rooms in Google Meet. So now teachers can do small group breakout rooms for students for collaboration, and then say 15 minutes, and then bring them all into one group. So that'll be very beneficial to students and teachers. Professional development has been going well this school year. We're doing all in-house professional development. I have done 5 or 6 sessions so far on Google Classroom, Google Meet, and GoGuardian Teacher. And with Kami, now that we have that purchase, we have teachers in each building that are volunteering to do professional development classes within the next few weeks. That's all the updates I had. If you have any questions or anything for me, please give me or send me an email at thompsonr@triadk12.org, or feel free to give me a call on my direct line at 937-826-0040. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Doug Lowry, principal at Triad Middle School. It is a wonderful morning. I want to say thank you for the opportunity to spend a few minutes with you, giving you some middle school related updates. I will tell you that life at the middle school since the beginning of the school year has been very different than it's been in the past. We currently have approximately 210 students attending in person and another 30 students who are remote learners. Activities here at the middle school are pretty much normal, with the exception of all of the safety protocols that we put in place to help us protect our students against the spread of COVID. So with the wearing of masks and washing of hands and social distancing and a cafeteria and a lunch period that looks completely different than it's looked in the past, limiting numbers of students to the restrooms, no working drinking fountains, students bring their own water to school. We no longer use locker rooms to help eliminate the spread of this infectious virus. Other than that, our kids are happy and are doing the normal things that middle school students do. We had, I'm proud to say, 148 students make the honor roll during the first grading period. We have all of our activities and activity groups are up and running, from National Honor Society to H2O, Help to Others. We have Cardinal Ambassadors, and we're looking forward again this year to putting in place our Cardinal Leadership Award, which we did the entire year last year. We've had many students who were on remote that have come back to in person, and as I know, and as you know, COVID cases are starting to increase around us. We are taking more of a even stricter focus on how to protect our kids and to stay in school as long as possible in person. I will tell you from our remote learning side that I'm very proud of the hard work that our teachers have put in, led by Danielle Wilson, our 8th grade teacher. We have assigned all of our remote students to a Cardinal Contact, which is a teacher here in the building who serves to support them through their remote learning activities, as well as all of their classroom teachers. So we have had a wonderful first quarter and are very active moving into the second quarter here. We're looking forward to the holidays, just like I'm sure most all of you are. I would tell you that if you have questions about the middle school or about the activities or anything that we do here, please feel free to give me a phone call at 937-826-3071. Sports teams are playing, and we are all about Cardinal pride here at the middle school. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.